Hey everybody, welcome back to another market update. Today we're doing February 2025 for Halifax, Nova Scotia and the surrounding areas. Once again, I'm Tom Moore, your host. I'm a realtor here in Halifax, and we do one of these every month covering a bunch of different neighborhoods. So for those of you tuning in for the first time, what we encourage you to do is just stay here for the first slide. It's going to be Bedford. We'll cover all the different kind of points that we're going to be looking at. And then along the bottom of the scroll bar there, you're going to be able to skip to the individual neighborhoods you're kind of interested in, whether you're looking to buy or sell. And if you do have any other further questions, thinking about making a move in Halifax, then feel free to reach out. My contact's obviously up on the screen right now, or you can set up a quick Zoom meeting with me in the link in the comment section below. But yeah, without further ado, let's hop to it. Up first, we got Bedford, as mentioned. Here, you're going to see this kind of area that is where we're pulling the data from. So, depending on the neighborhood, certain people have certain perspectives on where those borders should be, but this is just to let you know kind of where we're pulling all that info from. Up first, we've got two numbers here: 16 total sales versus 23 last month. 20 or the blue number will always be from January, black number from February. Total sales, obviously pretty self-explanatory there. Days on market is how long on average a property is sitting on market before it's getting gobbled up. 4, 5, 6 being relatively quick. Once we get over kind of 2 weeks, that's when we're starting to see things sit a little bit longer. Up next, we got 5.8 showings per listing. This is on average how many families, groups, individuals are going through the home before it has an accepted offer. 28 new listings, pretty self-explanatory. Sale price to list price percentage down here, 98.8%. That would be if a house was for sale for $100. In this case, it would have sold for $98.8, basically. Once we get below kind of 97, we start to see it turn into a bit more of a buyer's market. Above kind of, 98, we start to see a bit more of a seller's market. And obviously, when we get above 100%, we're seeing more often than not multiple offer situations generally. Monthly comparisons, we've got two different metrics here in Bedford. In certain neighborhoods, we're just going to have the single family side of things. In downtown Halifax, we're only going to be taking the condos. But again, this is kind of the average price that we're seeing. So obviously in Bedford, you're going to have some stuff that may be listed or sold for 2.5 million that's on the ocean, and you're going to have some cheaper product as well. So this is just to give you kind of a general idea of where things are sitting. And obviously you'll notice that, there's about a $70,000 difference from last month. That just may be in reference to kind of what's going on in terms of the volume sold, right? So maybe as we saw in January, there was more affordable product sold than more expensive product, but that can kind of change depending on the month, quite frankly. So we saw 730,000 in the month of February and a price per square foot average of $301. And then on the condo side, so this is like here, basically condos generally are apartments that you can buy essentially. There are townhouse style condos. It really depends on the building. But on average, we saw 475,000. And then $358 per square foot on the condo side of things. Okay, Bridgewater, about an hour and 15 minutes away down the South Shore, kind of the hub of the South Shore there. 8 total sales versus 9 last month. 67 days on market. Very slow right now in Bridgewater, obviously. In the summertime, we generally see that area start to get a little bit more traffic. The South Shore as a whole, I should say. Showings per listing 4.4. New listings 11. 98.8% price. List price to sale price. So, still agents are pricing things quite well and the sellers aren't that desperate. Single family month comparison, we saw it just go up 5,000 to 345,000. Price per square foot was $246 a square foot. Clayton Park and Rockingham, we saw 21 total sales, up from 17 last month. 5 days on market, down from 32. 6.1 showings per listing stayed the same. New listings, we saw 25, and the sale price per list price percentage dropped 0.5% to 96.8%, giving some buyers a better buying opportunity. Single family monthly comparison, we saw it drop over 100,000 from 715 down to 577,000. Price per square foot went up $1 to $290 per square foot. And on the condo side of things, we saw it go down 15K to 395,000 with a price per square foot of $336, down from 346 last month. Cole Harbour, at the back of Dartmouth. 10 total sales last month, 6 days on market, staying the same as January. 10.3 showings per listings. Usually we see some high numbers here and some high list price to sale price percentages. New listings, 14. Sale price list price percentage, 101.4%, up from 99.1%. Single family monthly comparison, we saw it at 535,000. The price per square foot went from 254 to 265. Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, obviously our sister city in Halifax. Total sales, 46 days on market, 6 showings per listing, 8.8. 66 new listings, up from 61. And the sale price per list price percentage stayed relatively the same at 100.1%. Monthly comparison, single family side of things was 570,000, we'll call that. Price per square foot was $298 a square foot, and the condo was 480,000. And while the price per square foot of the condos went up $75 to $425. Downtown Halifax, we're only pulling condos here. Not enough residential stuff to really warrant a stat there. So total sales, we got 4 days on market is 20. Showings per listing 3.4, down from 4 last month. New listings was 4 this month of February, while 13 in the month of January, down quite a bit there. Sale price list price percentage staying at 98% even, not staying, moving up from 97.2%, I should say. The condo monthly comparison, we saw it at 427,000. The price per square foot was at 638. It's now at 660. Eastern Passage in Cow Bay, 6 total sales last month, 5 days on market, down from 35 in the month of January. 6.3 showings per listing, down from 10.7 last month. So there was a lot of buyers kind of obviously looking around there, and some of them have been finding the spots. New listings, 8 list price to sale price percentage, 103%, up from 96.8. So obviously starting to cook a little bit more out in Cow Bay, Eastern Passage area. We're getting into posting season as well for our military clients. That's a pretty popular area, Eastern Passage, for military folks. Single family, we saw 490,000. Price per square foot was $299. It's now $323. Eastern Shore and Lawrencetown, 6 total sales, 60 days on market. Showings per listing 3.4, new listings 3, sale price to list price percentage 98.9%, up from 97.5% in January. Monthly comparison for single family, we saw a drop from 527,000 to 480,000. Price per square foot went up from 286 to 297 per square foot. Enfield, Nova Scotia, just out past the airport there. The airport is obviously included there where you see Goffs. Total sales 18, up from 4 last month. Days on market 47 in January, 9 in February. Showings per listing up to 4.4 per listing. New listings 25. Sale price to list price percentage down from 100% to 98.6%. And the monthly comparison for single families 562,000 versus 553 last month. And price per square foot was 238. It's now 243 per square foot. Fall River, Nova Scotia, 7 total sales, up from 2 last month. 41 days on market, down from 70 last month. Starting to move a little bit, slowly but surely. Showings per listing, 3.5. New listings, 14. Sale price list percentage, 98.4% versus 99% last month. And the prices stay high here at 726 in January versus 700 this past month. And the price per square foot up $1 to $304 a square foot. Hammonds Plains and Lucasville. A lot of larger lots here, treed. Decent amount on well and septic. You might be able to get some municipal water services out there too, depending on where you're looking. 12 total sales, 45 days on market. Showings per listing 4.3, new listings 14. Sale price list percentage 98.8%. Monthly comparison, single family. Oh, geez, pretty high here. Still 855,000 in the month of January, 792 in the month of February. Price per square foot was $291. It's now $309, up $20. North End Halifax, cheapest area on the peninsula, arguably. 9 total sales versus 13 in January, 8 days on market. Showings per listing was 4.4, new listings 11. Sale price to list price percentage we saw drop 1.2% to 100%. The monthly comparison for single families was 760,000. It's now dropped below 600 to 590,000. Price per square foot was $492 square foot. Condo side of things was 483,000. It's now down to 423,000. Price per square foot was 494. It's now 475. Sackville and Beaverbank, 26 total sales, 21 days on market. Showings per listing was 6. 35 new listings, up 1 from January. Sale price list price percentage is a hair under 100%. And the monthly comparison for single families there, it was 595,000, now 526,000, with a price per square foot of $283 square foot. Okay, Spryfield and Armdale, 20 total sales, 10 days on market versus 34 last month. 5.5 showings per listing, 35 new listings. Sale price to list price percentage was 99.5%, up from 98.1% in January. Single family side of things, we saw it move from 562,000 to 621,000. Price per square foot, $297 a square foot. And the condo side of things, we saw it drop a little bit to 430,000. And the price per square foot dropped quite a bit, just over $75 to $323 a square foot. South End Halifax, 8 total sales, up from 6 last month, 26 days on market. This is our most expensive area that we're going to be going over. 4.6 showings per listing versus 5.3. So it looks like a buyer dropped off there. 14 new listings, 97% sale price to list price percentage. So starting to see some ability to negotiate on the buy side there in the South End. Single family monthly comparison was 1.1 million. It's now 1.27 million. And the price per square foot was at 555. It's now 754. Condos, on the other hand, were 490,000 in January. It's down to 425 in February. Price per square foot went from 377 in January to 452 in February. South Shore of Nova Scotia. Eight total sales, 28 days on market for 76 last month. 2.7 showings per listing, 16 new listings. Sale price to list price percentage, we saw it at 96.1%. Monthly comparison dropped from 491,000 to 456,000. Price per square foot went up from 286 to 327. So obviously a little smaller, probably a newer home, a little less, or how many is 8 total sales. So newer homes with less total square footage. Sydney, Nova Scotia, capital of Cape Breton Island, 10 total sales, 5 days on market, 4.5 showings per listing, 16 new listings, and the sale price to list price percentage was 99.1%. The monthly comparisons, we saw $250K in January. It's now $195K in February. Price per square foot went from $184 down to $178. Tantallon and Hubley, 6 total sales, 34 days on market, 2.6 showings per listing, 10 new listings, and the 99% sale price to list price percentage. That was a mouthful. Versus 96.5 last month. So we're starting to see that obviously heat up on the sell side too. Well, pretty big spread here when looking, comparing this to Hammonds Plains area. Last month, we saw a single family average at 735,000 versus 687,000. Price per square foot was 261. It's now 264. Timberlea and Beechville, 24 total sales, up from 9 last month. 0 days on market. Okay, that was obviously a typo. Yeah, not sure what that might have been a 10. 4.8 showings per listing, 31 new listings, and 100% stayed the same. Sale price to list price percentage. It's pretty balanced. Well, not balanced, obviously a seller's market, but some would be going over asking, some would be going under asking. Single family month comparison, we saw it at 650 in January. It's now 690 in February, with a price per square foot going from 313 to 307. Now we're on to Truro, hour away, divided highway, home to kind of some of Nova Scotia's agriculture-based industry, as well as the agricultural school for Dal and an NSCC campus down there, and a bunch of other stuff. 5 total sales, 5 days on market versus 83 last month. Showings per listing, we saw it at 3.8, 14 new listings, and the sale price to list price percentage went to 98.7%. Monthly comparison, we saw it go from 376,000 to 326,000, and the price per square foot went from $210 to $233. West End Halifax coming to near the end here. Great neighborhood located on the peninsula. 12 total sales versus 5 of last month. 6 days on market versus 14. 8.1 showings per listing, and 12 new listings with a sale price list price percentage of over 100% to 101.2%. With a monthly comparison, in January, it was 800,000. It's down to 789,000 in February, with a price per square foot that was $467. It's now down to $399. Windsor, Nova Scotia, 16 total sales, 23 days on market, and 4 showings per listing. New listings was 13, and the sale price to list price percentage was 97.1%. We're seeing it come up from basically 96%. So we'll see if that continues heading into March. Other than that, folks, I'm Tom Moore. Once again, this has been a market update for February of 2025. And if you do have any further questions, we always love helping people just like you make a move. So feel free to reach out. We'll see you in the next video. Okay, have a good one.